everyone, and welcome back to Bookcraft. My name is Stacy, and this is my Minecraft world where I build things out of my favorite books and my own imagination. Let's get back into the story. So, I am recently back from my mining expedition, and I've actually managed to get every single color of sheep here in my sheep pens, except for brown. We do not have cocoa beans, and sadly, in the computer edition of Minecraft, you cannot craft cocoa beans. So we will need to find a jungle. However, a positive note is that I've realized that I placed these beds here because I thought that the sheep would like to jump over them, as when you're counting sheep, when you're trying to fall asleep, and possibly reading a bedtime story. However, I can use the beds to jump from pen to pen to collect the wool. So I'm actually really happy about this. Now, I did create like I put a chest at the edge of each pen, that I could put the wool in. However, I'm going to be using the wool in today's episode, so I don't actually want to store it just yet until I see how much I need actually for the project that we are doing today. And look at how silly these sheep look when they're naked. I really kind of like it. Alright, I don't know. I think we have enough of all of the colors. I like this color a lot. So let's grab some of that. They don't look exactly the same on the sheep as they do in the wool, but that's all right. Okay, so let's go back. You can see something in the distance that I've been working on. So I want to show you guys the latest additions to our library/train station. Obviously, this is going to be a work in progress. I guess I could have spent many episodes of Bookcraft setting everything up first, but I figured that would be no fun. I want to jump right in to a book, which we have, which is the 21 balloons. And actually, I don't believe I have it on me. So let me grab, these are kind of the two chests that I've been storing lots of random little bits in. Here it is. All right, what can I get rid of? Let's store some stuff. Let's store our birch wood. We need to bring the oak wood, actually, with us. And, kind of need some cobblestone, too. But I am running out of space. Let's put a bunch of, oh, look at the gold ingots. They're like gold bars. Okay, let's bring the cobble. And what don't we need? This is beginning to be a little bit of a problem. Well, only because we have all of this wool. And actually, I don't think, let me store some of the wool here we can move it back down. I don't think we're going to need any of the black. I can tell you that right now. And we probably only need one of these. Actually, no, I don't think we need either of the blues because of where we are going to be building with wool. That's a little bit of a clue. And the gray is no fun. And actually the dark gray is no fun either. So let's just go with these guys. And is there anything else that we need to bring with us? I want to bring another boat just in case. The leather. Oh, I need this furnace actually. And do we have a lot of food on us? 7 and 3. That's pretty good. We have to bring the word of the day book. And let's just make it a whole stack of cobblestone, which we actually may not need. And we have a bucket already. So I think we're good. All right. I want to go. Actually, let's just grab this crafting table too, just so I don't have to make one, because I'm sure I'll need one over there. All right. So I want to go ahead and make a bunch more books. So I'm going to surround the leather with sugarcane. How many did I make? Oh, sugarcane. We need to first make it into paper. Make our little scrolls, and then I can surround all of this. All right, so we've made 24 books. And actually, I think I had more paper. Yep, I have a load more paper. So let's grab the leather, put the sugarcane back, and make the rest of these books. So there we go. And then we can store these trees. What else? I think everything else we need. So as you can see, I have a staircase here. I don't think this is going to be the final placement of the staircase because it looks a little strange. Do I need everything else that's in here? I don't need to take all of this iron. I probably only need to take a little just in case. I'd rather not take it all in case I die, which is always a distinct possibility because, hi, it's me. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I'm going to be explaining this and a lot about how Bookcraft works. But first, actually, I want to get to the word of the episode. All right, so let me just eat up my little chicken wings. And let's get to the word of the episode. So today's word is going to be balustrade. Do you know what it means? I bet that you do. I did not. I had to look it up. A balustrade is basically, okay, you know how when you're going up the stairs, I can actually demonstrate this right now. When you're going up the staircase and you have the railing, but then connecting the railing down to the stairs, you have a bunch of like little sticks. Those are actually called balusters. And when you have all of the sticks together, why am I making fence gates? I'm so used to making fences the other way in Minecraft. There we go. So I'll make a bunch of fences. So when you have all of the balusters together, it actually is called a balustrade. So that's a fun fact. You can go around your house and tell everyone like, hey, look at me. I'm touching the balustrade. And people will be like, you are an interesting person. But that's actually what it is. And I usually have to use the word of the day or the word of the episode in the episode. And I will have no problem doing that, actually. You will see. Okay, I want to go ahead and I need to craft more things. So I'm explaining how Bookcraft works, actually. If you're new and you're tuning in, this is the world of Bookcraft. I build things out of the books. The first book is the 21 balloons, and we're going to be building, I don't have an exact number yet, but probably I would say maybe like 8 to 10 builds that are from the book, and we'll be building them all over the world. And to get to those places, we're going to take a train or a minecart system, and for 2 reasons. One, practical reason is it's just going to be the fastest way to get to all the different biomes that we need to get to, and the second reason is because when I was little, me and my mom took a train across country, and she read to me some of my favorite books that will be books that we do here in Bookcraft. So it's meaningful to me, but also it's just really, really practical. So I have started making the 21 balloons train track. So let's go ahead and build some of our bookcases. So the downstairs area is like our storeroom, right? Where we store all of the materials that we're going to need for all of our builds. But this upstairs area is going to be our actual library in our library / train station. How many did that make? Only 3. This is why I was saying in the last episode that maybe we should go try to find the stronghold, because that would be a really good way to get tons of bookcases without having to make all of these books. Okay, so I've made 8 bookcases. So this is the 21 balloons track. So there will be bookcases all along here like this. And then actually I think it'll be built out another row. So when you're coming down the hallway, there will be like lots of little like nooks and crannies that you can go into. And then up here will be an item frame. This is where we will put the book. I did not bring the 21 balloons book. I think I left it down in my chest, but that's okay. This is where we will put the balloon after we are done. with all of the builds, and the track is complete. So the track will take you from, all of the builds in the order of the book, which I'm pretty excited about. That's the thing about this series. I get so excited for it to be done, not done, but farther along, and have the world all built, and all the train tracks going all the way around everywhere, looping around to all the different biomes. But it's a process. And actually, I'm going to run up here and hop in my bed, because as beautiful as it is out here in the mesa at night, I'm so glad that I'm here in the mesa again. It's also, as we know, very deadly. So we're going to sleep and set off in the morning to do the first part of our 21 balloons build. And I'm going to have to go all the way back through because I haven't quite finished this building yet. Who am I kidding? I haven't even remotely finished this building yet. And I picked up my crafting table and I forgot that I need to make myself a mine cart. Or can we call them a train car? I really think that we should. Okay, so I've made my train car. I heard a skeleton dying. And we're going to get started. Actually, this should be interesting because I just forgot all that gold that I was smelting downstairs. It was so that I could make power rails. I have no power rails. But we're going to do this the slow way because I'm going to read from some of our book. So imagine in the future there will be power rails and we'll zip, zip, zip through the world of Bookcraft. Listen, this is the first voyage on the train track for the 21 balloons. It's going to be a little rickety. Okay, so in the last episode, I talked about the introduction to the book, if you're reading along. And I talked about how at the end of the book, spoiler alert, there's going to be a really huge explosion that's going to be pretty fun to recreate. But now we're on chapter 1. And I'm going to be building something from actually the first chapter. It's actually page 9. But it says that Professor Sherman left San Francisco August 15th. He flew off in a giant balloon. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Telling reporters that he hoped to be the first man to fly across the Pacific Ocean. 3 weeks later, he was picked up in the Atlantic Ocean, half-starved and exhausted, clinging to the debris of 20 deflated balloons. How he found himself in the Atlantic with so many balloons after starting out over the Pacific with one caught and baffled the imagination of the world. So he was rescued in the middle of the wreckage of 20 balloons in the Atlantic Ocean. And I have reached the end. I'm glad I didn't fall of my train because, frankly, I just ran out of wood and rails. But we're going to come through the Mushroom Island biome, which is not really an island at all. And, oh gosh, did someone die here? And we're going to head out into the ocean. Eventually that train will be very fast and it will come out over the ocean and take us to where we need to go. But today we're just going to be going the old-fashioned way. Hello, mushrooms. How are you? Is that, oh look, do they have like a little mushroom tail? Excuse me, I'm trying to look at your butt. Come over here. Nope, don't. Nope, stop it. Stop. See the tail? See the little mushroom tail? That's so cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our boat and set sail. Here we go. Bam, it's a raft. All right. So we are going to be making our wreckage. I wish I could use this, but the boat would despawn if we did. Hello, squid. I should kill you all. I should kill you all because you wrecked my boat with your smiling little demonic faces. This is actually why. This is legitimately why I brought a second boat. There. Okay, stay away from me. All right, so I don't want to go too far out just because in the interest of building a short train track, but I don't want to be able to see land. It's okay if I see a little bit of land here. I can always turn my render distance down, but I think I scouted. Oh, yes, it's this area. Look, there's like a crater underneath us. Do you see it? I figured this would be actually the perfect place to build our wreckage because there's really... Oh, bye, boat. Um, there's kind of like a little sandbar area here, so I can just like build up and then have like a little platform. Can I not place a block there? Oh, there we go. It scared me for a minute. I thought my whole build, the whole idea is ruined. There, so I can have like a little land strip area to kind of base my operations. So let's go ahead and build this platform out a little bit. This will go away, but I can kind of set up my little workstation. So where's my crafting table? Let's plonk that down here. And we're gonna need to, I guess, we're gonna need to build out into the middle of this crater. So what we're going to be doing here is building basically the wreckage of 20 hot air balloons, but we're going to simplify it because that would be incredibly time consuming. We will be probably building some hot air balloons later in the series, but for today we're just building the wreckage, so I don't think it has to be anything too crazy. All right, let's go ahead and just, this is probably good. Okay, so in the book, let's see, here we go. It says that he was found floating around almost dead in a maze of broken planks and empty balloons. So that is what we are going to attempt to build today, is a maze of broken planks and empty balloons. So I brought oakwood planks and all of the colors. Let's go ahead and, I put my shears away? That would actually be helpful with the wool. All right, so let's have the planks and then all of the different colors, and then we can keep a couple of these colors handy. Oh, and the fences, because the fences are going to act as, well, let me not spoil it. Next page. So this is an entry in the ship's log. It's saying that on Tuesday, September 8th, the weather was clear. We found a strange wreckage in the distance, found to be a mass of broken wooden beams to which were attached 20 ascension balloons in various stages of deflation. In the middle of all this flotsam, oh, that's another good word. I could have used that. Flotsam is a good word. There appeared to be a large furnace painted red with gold trim. The furnace toppled over and sank before we were near enough to make out clearly what it could possibly be for. Clinging to the beam, which was part of a balustrade, we found a man, blah, blah, blah. We picked up the man, and he was William Waterman Sherman. Okay, so as you can see, we've got planks, we've got a furnace, and we have a balustrade, and we've got 20 balloons in various stages of deflation. All right, so let's go ahead and start our wreckage. I feel like we should just build kind of like a really, it said a maze of planks. So I feel like it shouldn't be at all, there should be no order to it. It should just kind of go wherever. Let's come over here. There's going to need to be a lot because we're going to have to build 20 little balloons off of it. So let's see here. Let's come back this way now. I did not plan this out whatsoever, and I'm not really sure if it's going to turn out looking the way I want it to. But we can give it a go and see how it looks. Hopefully it'll look like Wreckage. I'm not sure. There we go. Then let's build out from here as well. And let's put some of my main goal in this episode is not to mess with the water current. And I'm wondering if I put a fence in the water, I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, so let's not do that. So we can just put like fences, balusters, everywhere around in the wreckage. Build out a little bit more here. And remember they said in the center there was a furnace. So it sinks to the bottom, but we can still have it in our center of our maze of wooden planks. Whoopsie! Don't want to go down there. All right, so let's come over here, build this out here. All right, and then I'm going to probably flash forward in a minute or so, but I want to show you guys how I'm going to actually do the balloons. And when I say show you guys, I mean figure it out on camera right now as I'm recording. Oh boy. Let's put some more balusters. Let's make a balustrade. Okay, so I think if I just take like balloons like this, maybe, and then pop it up there. I don't know if I like that actually. I feel like I want the balloons to be in the water, so they're kind of like floating, you know, like this. And then maybe I can even put some of the fences on top of that as well. Let's see. So like I could just make like a little mound like there. Like that's one, like that right there is one balloon in a state of deflation. This isn't going to look really interesting. I think aerially, like when we're coming in on the train, it will make a little bit more sense. But right now, obviously, it's kind of weird to do it like this. Whoops! Okay, so then this would be like another little rubble of balloons there. And then I'll just do them kind of everywhere. I've got to do 20 of them. So let's go ahead and speed along the video until I've made a little bit more progress. We seem to have run into a bit of a thunderstorm. Can we just take a moment to talk about the irony? If you watched my previous Minecraft series called The Cube, that I am in a thunderstorm and I'm building balloon wreckage. I just want to take a minute to appreciate that fact. So I'm trying to kind of make them just really, really random as can kind of be. So like this could be like that right there is just kind of one of the pieces. Let's fall in here, and then let's put one there too. So like that's a deflated balloon. All right, so let's count how many we've done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm halfway done, and I'm running low on wood. Surprisingly, I thought I had stacks that I brought. So I'm kind of coming around here and taking out some pieces just to kind of make it even more. First of all, look at how cool it looks when you're coming up. Like it really does look like Wreckage when you're coming up on it like this. But I'm just taking out some wood so that it's not all so connected. Also, I just need the planks. Let me back up. But I'm going to carry on building we'll come this way, in the rainstorm, and I will see you guys hopefully in the morning. Okay, we are done. We have, I do believe, 20 balloons here, and I'm going to go ahead now and break apart this. Actually, I should pillar up, actually. Let me do that. We don't need the crafting table. I cannot believe how much, like, I basically used all of the wool. I planned it perfectly. So let's pillar up here. Actually, let's go on it first. I kind of want to show you guys around. So all of the balloons, see there's that yellow one over there that's just like a single one. They're all in their various states of deflation around. It's just, wreckage everywhere. I probably could have made a few more balusters, but we can always add those later. And then, like the book says, as soon as they came upon the wreckage, the furnace sunk. So we're going to go ahead and sink the furnace. There we go. And we're done. This is the first official build of Bookcraft complete, which I'm very, very excited about. So I'm going to come over here now and pillar up so I can admire It's gonna look kind of weird, I'm sure. But yeah, this is the wreckage of 20 balloons that he kind of landed in the ocean in. Work with me, people. Use your imaginations. That's what you have to use. So we're going to work on extending the train track all the way out here to the wreckage site, and then it'll go off onto the next project. But that's going to do it for this episode of Bookcraft. Until next time, Paige and Molly love you. Go read a book.